Send. If we abandon our station, there will be no return. The world awaits! Humanity will remember this day! May heaven forgive us!
Before kingdoms rose from the dust, before giants walked the earth, before the flood erased an ancient world, there was Mount Hermon, a mountain feared by heaven itself. Its black granite peaks pierced the clouds. Ancient rune stones stood upon its summit. Blue lightning danced endlessly through the storm-filled sky. For ages beyond counting, the Watchers gathered there, celestial guardians assigned to observe mankind, to watch, to learn, but never to interfere, never to descend, never to cross the boundary between heaven and earth. Yet on this night, everything would change. And through the darkness stood 200 Watchers, colossal celestial titans. They stood in silence, waiting, watching, knowing that the choice before them would alter the fate of creation itself. Then one stepped forward, Semjaza, leader of the Watchers, first among them, a 50-foot celestial titan. Long silver-black hair flowed to his shoulders. A short, well-groomed beard framed his ancient face. His cosmic blue eyes burned with wisdom and burden. Subtle celestial cracks glowed beneath the skin. For a long moment, he said nothing. The mountain itself seemed to wait. Then Semjaza spoke.
Send. If we abandon our station, there will be no return.
The words echoed through the storm. The Watchers remained silent. Lightning answered where no voice dared. Semjaza looked across the assembly, across warriors who had stood beside him since the dawn of ages, across celestial beings who had never known fear. Yet tonight, fear stood among them. The wind howled across Mount Hermon. For a moment, doubt lingered in the eyes of many. Then another Watcher stepped forward. Watcher, then let heaven remember our choice. A murmur spread across the gathering. Semjaza watched the faces before him, and he understood the decision had already been made. They simply needed the courage to speak it aloud. The heavens remained silent. The storm raged on, and beneath the blue lightning of Mount Hermon, the Watchers prepared to swear an oath that would shake the foundations of the world. If we do this, we do it together. No one turns back, and no one escapes the judgment that follows.
If we do this, we do it together. We swear it. We stand as one. We swear it. We swear it.
The words echoed across Mount Hermon, across the valleys below. A covenant had been forged, a covenant of rebellion, a covenant of loyalty, a covenant against heaven itself. And heaven listened.
The world awaits! Humanity will remember this day! May heaven forgive us!
The fate of the Watchers was no longer their own. It belonged to the choice they had just made, and the world would soon bear the consequences. Morning came, but the world that greeted the dawn was no longer the same. Behind Semjaza, the Watchers gathered, no longer divided by doubt, united by a single purpose. Then the first wings opened. Massive silver-white wings stretching across the dawn sky.
Day, may heaven forgive us!
The wind carried the words away. No answer came. The Watchers had descended. The boundary between heaven and earth had been broken. But the greatest danger was not their arrival. It was what would happen next. For soon, the Watchers would look upon the daughters of men, and desire would enter their hearts. The corruption of the world had begun. The Watchers had descended. The forbidden pact had been made. The daughters of men had been chosen. But Azazel was not satisfied. To him, humanity was more than a civilization. It was potential. Potential waiting to be unlocked. Potential waiting to be transformed. And so he began to teach.
Father, what are they?
I do not know. They must be gods. We are not gods. Who are you? We are the Watchers.
They have come from heaven!
The first gift was not wisdom, it was power. Across the ancient world, words spread rapidly. Stories of celestial beings, stories of giants from heaven, stories of knowledge beyond imagination. People came from distant lands, and at the center of it all stood Azazel. The charcoal-winged titan towered above humanity. His obsidian armor gleamed beneath the sun. His cosmic blue eyes burned with confidence. In his hand, he held something mankind had never seen before. A sword, perfectly forged, perfectly balanced. A weapon unlike anything created by human hands. The crowd stared in awe.
Look closely. This is power. What is it made from? Knowledge. And knowledge changes everything.
The first lesson had begun. The lessons continue for days. Azazel revealed the secrets hidden within metal, the secrets buried beneath the earth, the secrets of fire itself. Great forges rose across the world. Blacksmiths gathered beneath blazing furnaces. Weapons appeared where none had existed before. Swords, axes, spears, arrowheads. The world changed rapidly. The blacksmiths listened, and they learned. Knowledge that should have taken centuries to discover was given away in days. But weapons were only the beginning. Soon Azazel revealed something even more dangerous. War. Thousands of warriors gathered in a vast valley. Rows of soldiers stood beneath ancient banners. New weapons gleamed beneath the sun. Azazel towered above them, watching, teaching, transforming. One warrior stepped forward. Warrior, how does one defeat a stronger enemy?
Sword is not enough. A weapon is useless without knowledge. How does one defeat a stronger enemy? Discipline, strategy. 100 men acting as one can 1,000 acting alone.
The warriors erupted with excitement. For the first time, war became a science. Kings took notice. Generals took notice. Entire kingdoms took notice. And the hunger for power began to spread. The lessons continued. Soon Azazel revealed another secret. Armor. Great forged cities emerged beside rivers. Furnaces burned day and night. Metal workers crafted helmets, shields, breastplates, greaves. Protection unlike anything mankind had known. Yet Azazel was still not finished. One night humanity gathered beneath the stars. Thousands stood around a vast stone observatory. The heavens shone brighter than ever before. Azazel stood at the center. The stars
Look
reflected
upward.
in the eyes
The stars
of the
do not move without purpose. Can the heavens be understood? They can be predicted. And tonight, you begin to read it.
Wonder became knowledge. Knowledge became ambition. And ambition became obsession. Soon Azazel gathered noble women, queens, priestesses, daughters of rulers. They assembled beneath thousands of lamps in a magnificent temple courtyard. Gold, jewels, mirrors, precious stones, rare pigments. The women watched as Azazel revealed another form of power. A noble woman stepped forward.
Power is carried only by warriors.
And beauty.
Beauty commands attention, attention commands desire, and desire commands kingdoms.
The women watched in fascination. Vanity spread beside ambition, and humanity embraced both. High above the world, Semjaza watched. The cities were growing. The armies were growing. The wealth was growing. But something else was growing as well. Pride, greed, hunger. One evening, Semjaza stood upon a cliff overlooking a great city. Forge fires burned throughout the valley. Gold markets crowded the streets. Armored warriors patrolled every gate. A watcher approached.
What have we done? They are stronger now. They were meant to grow, not become this. They chose this path. Did they or did we?
Semjaza continued watching, and for the first time, he feared heaven had been right. Then came the first war. Two great kingdoms gathered upon a vast battlefield. Thousands of soldiers, thousands of weapons, thousands prepared to kill. Azazel watched from one ridge. Semjaza watched from another. A king raised a sword.
Our weapons are superior! Victory is ours! They were never meant to use it this way. The choice was theirs. No! The knowledge was ours!
The battle began, and the earth drank blood. Hours later, the battlefield lay covered in bodies, broken weapons, shattered shields, burning banners. Thousands dead, Semjaza stared across the destruction.
Look below. This is the future we have created, and what follows knowledge without wisdom, power, conquest, death!
The battle was over, but its consequences had only begun. Still Azazel continued teaching. Still humanity continued learning. Still the boundary between heaven and earth continued disappearing. Then one night, Azazel revealed the greatest secret yet. A vast celestial observatory stood beneath the stars. Thousands gathered. Kings, priests, scholars, warriors. Azazel raised his hand toward the heavens. Golden celestial symbols appeared above the crowd.
Look upward. The stars do not move without purpose. These secrets belong to the gods. No! Can the heavens be understood? They can be predicted.
The people cheered. They wanted more. More knowledge. More power. More secrets. And Azazel was willing to give it to them, no matter the cost. Yet, while humanity celebrated, something else was happening. The Watchers were no longer merely teaching mankind. They were falling in love with the daughters of man. And soon, the world would witness the consequences.
They are beautiful. We were never meant to walk among them, and yet we do. If we continue, there will be no return. There was no return the day we descended.
The age of the Nephilim was about to begin.